Hey everybody, welcome back to Card Curiosity, where we try to find the best possible ways to make a good return on your investment in the sports card world. Today we're going to look at a rip it or skip it of the new 2023-24 Topps Chrome basketball set. And this is an unlicensed product, which kind of has some people scratching their heads whether this will be very popular or if the cards are going to maintain their value and stuff. But we're going to try and break that down for you today and see if this is something that you should be putting your money into. So before we jump in, let's do a quick review of what we look for when we analyze a product. First of all, we look at the price. We want to see, is the price affordable for people? Is it worth spending the money? If it's $100 or so, that'd be really good. If it's $3, $4, $5, or even $1,000, that can be a little bit tougher for a lot of people to pony up. Next, we want to look at the checklist and try to decide if the cards that you are able to pull, if you have a good chance of getting the big names. Next, we will look at the gradability of these cards. Should you send them in to PSA or SGC or BGS? What are the chances that you get 10s and can gem these cards? That's how you are going to make a whole bunch of your profit, is by grading. And then finally, we want to look at the desirability or the relevance of the cards to try and decide if this is a card that's going to hold its value over long periods of time, or if it's something that will kind of fizzle and the value might fall. So let's jump in, and you can see here what the box looks like. This is the hobby box, and the exciting thing about this set, everyone is very excited that you can get Victor Wembanyama autographs, because of course in Prism you cannot. So is it better to have a Prism card with the San Antonio logo, or to have the Topps Chrome card that has the autograph but no logo, no license? That's the real question. From a pricing standpoint, let's take a peek over at Dave and Adams. You can see they have blaster boxes for $70. They have Breaker's Delight boxes for $650, which is steep, and the regular hobby boxes are at $650. If you were lucky enough to get to order these from Topps or Fanatics, I believe you could have got them for around $300, which is still not great, but you do get 2 autographs per box and some numbered cards as well. Over at Blowout Cards, you'll see some similar prices. Hobby box $629. And so, yeah, it's just on the resale market here where you get them from other shops and not directly from Topps. I think that's a pretty steep price to pay at $600 a box. And so definitely for the hobby boxes, we're going to give that a 1 out of 5. If you look at the checklist, that's where we're going to jump to next. The checklist here in Topps Chrome, you can see how some of these cards look. It's a bit bigger than I had hoped. You get 190 cards to make up the main set. If it was around 100, that would be pretty good. The problem with having 190 is that, like, really in this product, all people are looking for is Wemby autos for the most part. You do have LeBron and Steph Curry signing in there as well, but most of the base cards, we don't really expect them to keep their value much, because if you have a base card here, even if it ends up being Wemby, if you get a Victor Wembanyama base card or even a numbered card here, it's just not going to be as desirable as the Prism version that has his the Spurs logo and stuff like that. However, what you can get here that you can't get over in Prism from Panini is the autograph. So let's look at the autograph checklist. You got 59 here in the Topps autographs section, and man, a lot of names you're probably not going to want and aren't going to hold value. You have, of course, a couple LeBron James ones. This one looks like it will be a crazy one if anyone that pulls that. This Time Machine autograph. You have some base LeBron autographs as well. But if you keep going down, you have certified rookie autographs, 39 of them there, and future stars. And then you have more autographs here, Topps Chrome, 97 just for base card autographs. And these are all players that likely, again, you probably don't want or won't hold value, and that's unfortunate. It just means that the likelihood of you getting a card that's going to be worth anything is very, very low. So we're going to give this checklist a 2 out of 5. The reason it gets a 2 instead of a 1 is simply because you can get autographs from Wemby, from Steph Curry, and from LeBron, and you cannot get those anywhere else. So if you happen to pull one of those, you'll be sitting pretty, but the odds are very, very small. So 2 out of 5 on the checklist. Let's look at the grading. It's hard to know for sure how these might grade. I think the closest thing we can comp is Topps Chrome Baseball from this year. The set looks similar. It's probably manufactured in a similar way, and so Topps Chrome this year for baseball was at around a 56% gem rate so far. Topps Chrome autographs are at 55. That's not too bad. But again, since we don't know, I'd probably give this like a 4 out of 5 normally. Since we just don't know for sure, I'm probably going to give this a 3 out of 5 on the gradability. If you look at Topps Chrome specifically, you can see which players for baseball ended up gemming the best. So Jackson Holliday, Wyatt Langford are up in that 66% range and stuff. Looking at the autographs, you can see a lot of the big autographs actually gem a decent amount higher. So hopefully the autographs in Topps Chrome Basketball can also gem at a pretty high rate. But since we just don't know, we can't look at last year's product and see how it did. We're going to end up staying with that 3 out of 5 here on the gem rate score. So last thing we want to look at is just the relevance of these cards. And right now, here, the Victor Wembanyama base rookie card have been going for right around $50 essentially. And that's because the product is hot. It was just released, but over the next couple months, the base cards will definitely go down in value. The autographs might be able to keep their value because there's just not any rookie Wemby autographs. But that's probably it. If you look at base cards, I don't expect them to do much. So just to kind of look at some different options, with Wemby's base prism here, that's probably that's the ceiling. That's considered the card, the rookie card for Wemby if you're talking a base card. And right now that's around $31, and that's been coming down steadily as more and more of these get pulled, as can be expected over the last 90 days. Same thing if we look at the optic card. That started up around 30 and now it's down to less than $10. And here you have, I just went back to the 2022 Bowman's Best. This card is worth 15 if you can find it. And that's kind of been chopping around, but this is before he was in a Spurs logo. So my best guess is that we're going to see the Topps Chrome rookie cards here running somewhere between this optic, or maybe probably close to the optic, maybe in that $10 to $20 range. Once, if we fast forward 3 months, that would be my best guess that they're going to settle in that $10 to $20 range. So just for base rookie cards. So I don't really believe that these cards are going to contain much relevance long-term, especially over the Prism rookies, except for the autographs. I think the autographs could continue, but only for certain players like Wemby and Steph and LeBron. So for that reason, since all the other cards you're going to get do not maintain the relevance, we're going to give it a 2 out of 5. And if you add them all up, we got a price 1 out of 5, checklist 2 out of 5, grading 3 out of 5, and then the relevance and desirability 2 out of 5. That gives us a score of 8 out of 20, which is not good. And we're just going to simply straight up tell you that you should avoid this product. It's just not a good place to invest your money. If you are tempted, I would try to find some blaster boxes or mega boxes if they end up coming out with those. Something in the $40, $50, $60 range. Gives you a little bit of a chase and not hurt you too much in the bank account. But for us, we're going to skip it for the most part. Let us know what you're doing, though. If you end up hitting anything big and you roll the dice, we'd love to hear it. So until next time, stay curious.